women suffering from the devastating impacts of industrial plantation expansion in communities in Edo State have stated that the arrival of multinationals into their communities in the name of development has not brought development, but instead poverty, hunger, sickness, and disease. They were speaking on the occasion of a program by the Environmental Rights Action Era held in Benin City to mark the International Day of Struggle against monoculture tree plantations. The women called on Edo State government and the federal government to support and invest in community and women-led solutions like agroecology that support food production and local food economy, as well as community forest management method that put the management of the diverse forest ecosystem in the hands of community men and women. According to them, women are custodians of traditional knowledge, and as such, there should be a stop to a new concession agreement that clears our forest at the detriment of women and those that fall under our care. It was an interactive program among those that attended.
We are women from different communities that are suffering the devastating impact in industrial plantation expansion in our community. We are farmers and forest-dependent people. We depend on forest and farmland for our survival and well-being of our family. The arrival of different multinational into our localities in the name of development has not brought us development, but instead poverty, hunger, sicknesses, and diseases. Women have suffered violence as a result of speaking against injustice in our communities.
I commend you for this. I hope that this dialogue will get to the grassroots. Let me quickly use this opportunity here to say that other environmentalists and other environmental rights organizations across Nigeria should try as much as possible to emulate the standards and activities of the environmental rights action. Let me again say that all the various companies operating in Edo State that are currently using the forests of various communities in Edo State should try as much as possible to domesticate their supports to the owners of such communities. Let me again specify that companies that are currently tapping from such forests in these communities should provide infrastructural facilities for the people. One of such is roads construction, health, education, even up to scholarship as well as water. When the people have this in their various communities, they will not complain. And don't forget too that there's a national labor law that says that any company operating in an environment, there are certain percentage of the workforce that must be derived from that community. So therefore, owners who are operating various communities across Edo State should return back to the labor law that allows them to employ the children, that allows them to employ the indigenous who are in such community. But when all these are done, people will be able to feel the impact of such companies in their own domain.
The women call for the enacting of legislative and regulatory reforms that strengthen women's rights related to the expansion of industrial plantation.
The points we've raised are very simple. Women's rights should be recognized. Community rights should be recognized. Community development practices should be deployed by the companies that are involved in operations in the communities. Okay, they should treat the citizens with respect and dignity and respect their humanity.
The women are the most vulnerable in all of this because the environment, the homes, the children, all are in their care. So this is the best time for them to cry, and they are crying out. And we expect all authorities that will see this clip and that follow and read this news should respect the women's rights. So we are here to support them because we know that at the point some persons may want to try to bully them, we must show too that as far as they have their mental capacity, we can give them all the physical strength capacity as much as we can. And now we have embarked on this struggle together. We'll never back out. We'll fight it till we get victory, and that victory is sure.
Anita Irene, reporting from Benin.